Boys and girls, hello and welcome back to Fog's World. Welcome back. This is Fog's World Season 2, Episode 40. 40 episodes. It has been almost exactly a year since I recorded my 100th Fog World episode, my 100 Fog's World special. And that is why I am here at Pork Tower instead of back at the new base, because it's been a while. That's right, boys and girls. It has been a while since we last talked about what we've done here at Fog's World. And so I thought what I would do is we do a little bit of a Fog's World tour and get people caught up to date on what has happened since the centennial episode recorded last year. So for those of you that have not been following along, shame on you. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Before I get too deep into this episode, I recommend you go back and watch the centennial episode, Fog's World Season 1, 100th episode. Go watch it, because I am not going to go over the same territory again. So what you are looking at here is Pork Tower, which is the gold farm that we had created back in Season 1. But that's not why we're here. We're here because I want to take you out this way. Yeah, back out this way. Let's go a little faster, shall we? Because we hate waiting. This thing here is one of the new builds that we did since the Centennial episode. This is one of the last builds that we built in Fog's World Season 1. This is called the Scream Machine. And it is called the Scream Machine because of what it is. What it is a ghast farm. So what you're looking at here is a multi-level ghast farm. These platforms here will occasionally, rarely, spawn ghasts, and when they do, those platforms there actually, not these, when they spawn ghasts, well, they get killed, because, you know, that's what a ghast farm is for, is to kill ghasts. It also is pretty dang good at killing zombie pigmen. And then we get ghast tears down in here, like that one right there. So that is the Scream Machine. And couple of other things that we have done. If we come through here, this will take us to our spawn area. In the spawn area, we have a high efficiency furnace that we have built right there, which I have really not used in a very, very long time. You can see I was using it to make hardened clay, because this was before the era when you could find clay biomes. And back here is our potion machine. The way this works is you toss bottles of water in here, and this light will go on when there are no more bottles, on, off, something like that. And this here is the supply of, right in here, this is for the supply of nether wart, and then as it makes the bottles, the potions, they come out here. Basically in here you pop your nether wart and your materials, and it produces potions. And these are in the spawn chunks, so these things will operate even when we are away. The other thing that we have done in this vicinity is we have built this lovely little series of mine tracks. These mine tracks take us pretty much anywhere you could want to go in the Nether, and my world is choosing not to load at the moment. There we go, there we go. Now I can't remember, is this going to take me away? Yes it is, so we're going to open that so we go this way towards the Nether hub, which it should be doing. And you can see we built this network of tunnels and rails that take us all sorts of crazy places. This guy's going to try and bounce back at me. So let's fix that. Go back that way, please. Go back that way. Bingo. And we are in the Nether hub. So this is the new Nether hub. Last in the Centennial episode, you'll see you might remember we had a less than stellar, less than spectacular Nether hub. Well, I'm pretty proud of this Nether hub. I think it looks very, very cool. Let's get a good look at it here. Really, really happy with the way that turned out. Very cool. And those of you that watched my most recent episode will know that I built an elevator in Fog's World. Fog's World Season 2. And that was the first true elevator that I'd ever built in Fog's World, believe it or not. But this is probably one of the, this is an Ender Pearl elevator, and we have built a few of those in Season 1. So you can see we've got things that go out to the snow biome and a quartz mine. This goes out towards the original Season 1 outpost, and the mushroom biome is way out that way, and you can see they're color-coded, which is kind of nifty. This goes out to the spawn chunks and the witch farm and all that. And that goes out to the lava well, the Nether Fortress, the Desert Village, and all points in that direction. Now, the other thing that we have done in here that was kind of new is we opened up the bedrock. No, we didn't cheat, but we opened up the bedrock, and this way we can get up here without having to teleport through the ceiling. And the final thing that we did that's pretty cool is we set up a really nice little rail track. If I put 3 minecarts right here, I can use the stacked minecart trick to come down here and ride these rails all the way to the new base. Now, the new base is out that way quite a distance. You'll see right here we are in the net. Well, let's do this the right way. Let's go teleport to the original base. Which would be kind of nice because we'll start regenning as well, which is always a good thing. At least I think we will. Oh, actually, that's right. I didn't set these guys up to regen, did I? Nope, everything but regen. That's not a problem. Okay, so here we are at the original sky base. This is the Season 1 sky base. There's very little changes that have been done here. Pretty much the only thing changed... Right, as I was saying, pretty much the only thing that we did here differently is we added this new mob system, which is a slightly more high-efficient mob system, and it also includes a mob sorter. The mob sorter is less than perfect, but it was good enough, and we used it to generate a whole pile of record albums. Now, we are at location -690 X and -722Z, and that is the location of this base. That is not the location of the new base. So if I go into the end, and we will just head out this way. Should have this rail car coming at us any second now. Going through the end on a rail car. It's exciting. And if we drop through here, this will take us to our spawn location, which is set at the new base. So this is the new village base, the sand village base. Let me give this thing a second to respawn. Alright, well the world has generated quite a bit more now. Let me show you around our little sand village here. I have decided to set up, well, let me back up a bit. So Season 2 we made a couple of changes. In Season 1 we were playing in hardcore mode. Season 2 we've changed it. We're now playing in ultra hardcore mode. And the primary difference is that in Season 2, my health does not naturally regen. It does in the base because I have a regen beacon now. But we played the first many episodes of Season 2 without natural regen in true UHC fashion, which I thought was kind of fun. This, of course, the Switch has enabled us to remove the restrictions on death. So death is actually now possible in Fog's World. It was not in Season 1. And, you know, I did a lot in Season 1 without allowing deaths, but we needed to allow deaths to do some new things, and I think that was a good change. So watch Episode 1 if you want to know how that was accomplished, because I will tell you there. So this is our new base. We are at a very distant location. We are at minus 12,181x and positive 5,900z. So we are quite a distance away from the old base. I set up shop in this village. This is a naturally spawning village. I have made many alterations to the village, of course. I've added some lights. I've added all sorts of structures. I've added a little tree farm. In fact, let me just go ahead and show you around. This right here is called a Catedral da Luz, or the Cathedral of Light. This is 4 beacons, which right now are at minimum strength because they're really just there for looks, around a really nice Byzantine-style cathedral, domed cathedral. It's pretty simplistic, but, you know, it's Minecraft. What are you going to do? You may notice that the village population here is pretty extreme. We have a few villagers, and the reason we have a few villagers is because we've added a whole bunch of doors. A lot of doors. We have doors there, we have doors over in there, and so on. Lots and lots and lots of doors. We have tons of doors in here, and that has given us pretty much a population explosion of villagers here, which is kind of fun. Obviously, I've upgraded all the farms a little bit to make it easier for me to get at the goodies. We have added a self-harvesting chicken farm, which gives us lots and lots of fried chicken and feathers. We've added a barbecue cow farm, which is not quite as self-harvesting as the chicken farm, but still pretty good. This over here is a horse timer. So if I hop onto one of these horses here, you can see I can hit this button right here. That resets the timer. Then we run over to here, ride through here, it starts the timer. Ride through here, it stops the timer. And that's a pretty slow horse. It took him 4 seconds. These up here are seconds. These down here are tenths of a second. So this took 4.0 seconds to travel 40 blocks. You'll notice that the village has been surrounded with a lovely wall modeled after the walls of Byzantium. Look it up in the history books, folks. These walls come equipped with portcullises, self-opening portcullises, and closing on the other side. Very attractive, very nice. I'm very pleased with them. There are... ooh, that one glitched on me. Every now and then it'll do that. No problem. It's self-repairing. We have a little forest area over there. We have this down here. This is my mushroom growing area right in here. Plant a mushroom there, use a little bone meal, you get a nice mushroom. It's easy to harvest. Don't use it too often, but I occasionally use it to restock the potions. Let's see what else we got going here. These chests are full of eggs from the chicken farm. This little thing, this lava blade here, it may look kind of goofy, but this lava blade is actually an iron golem farm. It's not a highly efficient iron golem farm, but this village has so many villagers that it frequently spawns iron golems like this guy. He will eventually make his way into this little pen here, and when he does, he'll come in contact with the lava blade and die, and we get a nice little supply of iron ingots from this. It's not overwhelming, but it isn't bad. So let's see, what other fun things do we have here? Let me show you this over here. This over here is our watermelon and pumpkin farm. Self-harvesting. Whenever I'm in the area, this thing just keeps providing me with pumpkins and melons, which is very nifty. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's sleep. We'll talk about this thing you're looking at right now. So, this thing you're looking at here is an item sorter. And these items right here are circling around up this item elevator, down this chute, and then back around in a never-ending circle. What you're looking at here is the overflow from these item sorters. These item sorters are basically just, well, they're pretty much full for most of these things. The witch drops are not full, but everything else, oh, everything else is pretty much full. So what is supplying these items, you may ask? That is supplying these items. Let's get rid of the clouds, shall we? Nope, 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 don't do that. Wrong button, video settings, clouds, off! There we go, and you can see the mobs dropping out of that. Let's go up and take a look, shall we? What you are looking at is a very high efficiency mob farm. Perhaps not the most high efficient mob farm possible. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't possible to do better. But yeah, this sucker's pretty darn good. What you have in there is a dark box of several floors, particularly if I'm up there where I'm up above any other spawning areas. This thing will spawn like crazy. And then periodically, like right there, periodically it flushes water through the system to empty out all the mobs that have spawned in there. And down they go and they die. So, pretty happy with that. It's a really neat system, and so all the drops fall on that platform. Most things, anything unarmored, will die from that. I'll occasionally use my bow to pick off the mobs that collect up there, just for fun. Otherwise, if I go too far away from the area, they despawn on their own, which is not a problem. And there's mine carts running through those things, hopper mine carts, several of them, which collect all the gear, bring it over to the edge there, where dispensers eject it into a water stream, and that water stream dumps things right out here, right into this hole right here. You can see it all coming down. It produces quite a lot of items, quite a lot. And all of those items flow through a stream underground, and they circle through the sorter here. So the next thing to show you is this little item here, this room right here. This is our item sorter. So put something in here, like those things, and maybe a gas tier, and some string. Sure, those are all good things to go in there. And it will sort them for us. No, I want you. And so these things go into this chest. There's a hopper underneath the chest, and it ejects it into a series of water streams that drop down below. You can see here we have cobblestone. Here we have any kind of refined smooth stone, and they all just get sorted into these different categories. Dirt and gravel go here. Clay. Nether items. Mob drops, and so on. All those items that drop into that chest come down here, come through a network of water channels up above me, right through here, and out into this ginormous room filled with item sorters. Each of these is an item sorter. This guy's sorting sandstone, sandstone stairs, red sand, and so on. These all drop into these item sorters, drop below through these hoppers, right in here, into these droppers, and then these droppers eject these items downward into water streams. The water streams flow down over to here. See, here's the stream for the sand. These water streams flow into here, and what you're looking at here is a bunch of item elevators. Those item elevators carry the sorted items up here behind the chest columns down into these hoppers. So what you're looking at, all this green glass that you're looking at here, these are actually item elevators. And that is how all of the items get sorted into the various chests. So this is basically this is my storage system right here. And I'm very, very happy with it. It's pretty cool. If there is one flaw, other than the fact that this takes an enormous amount of resources to build, if there is one flaw with this storage system, it is that I haven't completely fleshed out all of the sorters yet, because quite frankly I'm able to gather quite enough of some of the more precious items. So things like I don't know if I've filled up the diamond sorter yet. I can't remember. Couple other things to show you here. Let's go back here. Hey, there he is. Is he going to go over there? Going to go over that way? Let's see if we can watch the iron farm at work. Looks like we're going to get to see this. Yeah, we are. Look at that. He goes over there. There are fences underneath there. And that means that while he can walk in there, he can't walk back out. Oh, look, there's another one. These guys will eventually, on their own, walk in there. Trust me, they will. Just like that. And now he is doomed. Eventually, he has nowhere to go but into that lava blade. And when he goes into the lava blade, he's dead. So let's go over here. And you can see we have some maps. This is a map of the village. And this over here is a 1/16th scale map of the area. The village is here. Out there we have the mesa biome where I get all of my stained clay. And down here we have an ice spikes biome where I get all of my ice blocks. One other thing in the area that I can show you over here. Let's go. Of course, beneath me is all sorts of mining that I've done. I've done some strip mining. I've done all sorts of stuff down below. If I come out through this gate right here and come and walk up, whoops, let's close that. Walk up the hill. Hi, horsies, how you doing? Come over to here. Down here is a spider farm. You can see in here we have this is a spider spawner. If I come over here, right there, turn that off, it will start to spawn spiders. And they will come down through here. Right there. Oh, this guy's been enchanted. Look at that. Get him over in here, throw this switch. That traps them up in there. Push this switch, that crushes the spider. Then we punch the spider. This guy's harder to kill than most because he's got an enchantment, but ordinarily that would be a one-hit kill. Enchanted spiders, not so much. And then his drops will flow down up this item elevator and into these item sorters right there. And you have spider eyes and string. So it's a pretty nice little spider farm. Nice place to get XP and spider eyes for potions. Let's see. Anything else in this immediate vicinity that's worth seeing? Yeah, that guy decided to glitch on me again. Every now and then. Every now and then. Minecraft is not without its little quirks. These are just experiments with lighting. Eventually I'm going to add some better lighting to this village. I haven't got there yet. Oh, I know what else I have to show you. Oh, yeah, look, there we go. There we go. There's my iron farm at work. He's going to die, and all of his drops go into the hoppers underneath that carpet, and they come right into here. Let's see. Let's go through. Let's go visit the Nether. Only let's take a horse. Come here, horsey. Oh, these guys are loud. Thank you. We're going to take a horse into the Nether. Yeah, hey there, piggy. Alright, I want to show you up here. I have also opened up a hole into the bedrock here. So, where are you guys spawning from? There is somewhere up here. Ah, it's over here. I knew there was somewhere that was still spawning things up here. Shame on you. You're not supposed to spawn up here. Okay. Like I said, we have this little rail thing that uses the rail trick. You stack a bunch of rail carts here. Stack a bunch of mine carts, climb in, and it will send you off that direction. And then eventually around a little corner, and off you go, and I can ride these mine carts all the way to the old base, and that way I can go and deal with my old Enderman farm or anything, you know, fetch things from the old base without too much trouble. This is something that can be done without actually, you know, paying attention. I can just go AFK when I get on these rails. It takes a bit of a ride to go that distance, but it's faster than walking it. It's faster than riding a horse. And it means that I don't have to do anything. I can just get in the rails and ride. And then all I do is collect the rail cars at the other side, go into the end, come back from the end, and I will reappear at my bed because that's where I set the spawn. So if we come out over this bridge and follow this road through the Nether, it will take us to the Nether Fortress. And here we are at the Nether Fortress. As you can see on horseback, that is not a horrible ride. Oh, hello. I don't mind if I do. Let's see if we can get ourselves some wither skulls today, shall we? This is a little dangerous to do on horseback. Just a little. Skulls? 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 No skulls. Boo, hiss. Okay, well. Alright, so this is the Nether Fortress. I've opened it up like this to make it easier to hunt wither skeletons, because obviously that's one of the prime reasons to visit a Nether Fortress. So you can see I've got this pretty well opened up. And so let's come back, we'll loop back around. We're going to ignore the blaze. If I come up here, I have a little place that I can store my horse. Right there, he's not going anywhere. And I actually have two blaze spawners, two blaze farms. I have a blaze farm here and a blaze farm there. This is the first blaze spawner I built in Season 2. And let me give you a look at this one. This is actually a really nice little blaze farm. The thing that's nice... Hold on. Let's turn that sound down, shall we? Way down. The nice thing about this blaze farm is that it is very, very cheap. The drop from that blaze spawner right to here is enough that these blaze are low enough not to interfere with the spawn rates up there. So this will just continue spawning blaze at a relatively fast clip. These guys eventually bump their ways their way down into this chamber down here. It doesn't take too long. And once they're down here, come on, get in there. We can seal them in like that. And punch the crusher. And then they're ready for dispatching. Let's see, do I have any potions? I don't have any potions with me. Normally I would throw potions in here to kill these guys, because then you get the XP and it's much faster. But yeah, you get the idea. So this is the old Blaze Farm. This is the first one I built. This one is particularly nice because it is very, very simple and very, very inexpensive. Now if I come through here, this is our shortcut over to the other Blaze Farm back here. Ordinarily we'd come down this walkway to get here. Let me close this off just to keep us from getting surprised by anybody. This is a slightly more advanced Blaze Farm. You may notice that I have a couple of switches here. This switch right here is for the Blaze Crusher. You'll see this opens up. And well, let's discuss this. Let's discuss the features on this thing a little better. This is an active funneling blaze farm where the blazes, they spawn, actually get pushed using pistons into this center area here. And there's an automated blaze crusher here that opens up, lets blaze fall in, and then crushes them to the precise amount so that any blaze that are down in this lower chamber should be one-hit kills, just like that. So you can see we can do this all day long. You don't have to activate a crusher by hand. It just continually processes blaze and drops them down here so that I can go AFK, I can come back and have a pile of blaze right here, already crushed, just ready, waiting for me to kill them. Anything that goes in there ends up down below. So you can see we have all these blaze rods that we've collected down here. That's from these dudes. Yes, 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 we know. Yes, we do. Now, this switch here turns on this mechanism back here, which is a timer. This is an AFK timer. If I turn on this switch right here, and then I can walk away from the game, and what will happen is after a predetermined amount of time, the blaze farm up there will be shut off using a lava source that will light it up so that no more blaze will spawn. And that means that I can safely go AFK and come back without having my frame rate completely trashed. And these guys are all still here just waiting for me to crush them. It's a very nice system. Every now and then you get somebody like this that's a little stubborn, but for the most part, it works beautifully. Don't use this all that often, to be quite honest, because seriously, I don't really need to. But I can use it, and I enjoy using it on occasion. Mostly it was just something fun to build, right? You know how that goes. Don't hit the pig man! Ah! Okay, come on. Kill these guys. Oh, I got a head! I got a head. Awesome. Let's see if we can get another one. Oh, you know, I am hitting the wrong keys. I'm fumbling about. I'm fumbling about! I'm messing with the brightness settings on my Mac instead of dispatching these guys. So let's see, what other things have we done in Season 2 that I can show you. I told you that we have an ice spike biome, and we have well, let's go back to the base, and I'll show you some other things. There aren't too many more places to see, but let me show you the few that there are. Come out over this way this time. I come out here. This area over here is my sand mine, and it's really nothing fancy. I've got a little place here where I can tie up my horse, and I've been stripping sand blocks from here. But let's see, other areas of interest. I get a lot of wood from there. And over here is our extreme hills biome. And the extreme hills biome is useful because this is where I do all my strip mining. So this is my strip mine. Whoops, oh, come on, get in there. There we go, and I know I've got a guy following me, but he won't catch me. Die, chicken. So this right here, this is my strip mine. My mining technique is to set up a haste beacon, clear out everything around it with a high efficiency pick, and just then I set up another beacon somewhere else, and off we go. And it's also handy because it gives me some slime chunks. This right here is an elevator that I just recently built to take me up to the surface. So let's see, now you've seen where the mine is. Actually, most of you have seen the mine because I just built this elevator in some of my most recent episodes. And up we go. Alright, let's head back to the base. I got a couple more things to show you, but I need to wait for the rain to stop. And I'm going the wrong way. I want to go this way. Hey, zombie. How you doing? You can see that tall tower there. The purpose of that tower is if I stand at the top of that tower, the only thing within range of me is the mob farm. And that just increases the mob farm's yield. So I can go AFK, climb up there, go AFK, come back and have loads and loads and loads of drops. Again, not something that I regularly use because I really have no need for it. But it's there nonetheless. So let's see. You know, I really think that's about all there is to see here. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to show you. We could ride out that way to the mesa biome, but that's just the mesa biome. It's really not that interesting. We could ride out that way to the ice spikes biome. Ride out that gate there. In each of these cases, just follow the torch road to get there. But like I said before, you know, it's really not that interesting. This right here is a very simple cactus farm. This is where I get my cactus green from. It's tiny and it yields very little, but I don't need very much. If I need more, I can harvest cactus over there. But really, I have almost no need for it, so I just have never bothered to expand it. I have a potion area here. Not heavily efficient, but it does work. This drop down below is to one of my original mines. This, in fact, was my very original base in this area. And, yeah, that's really all there is to show you. It's, you know, not all that exciting. What can I say? So, that's Fog's World Season 2. That gets you caught up to date. Hopefully this was a fun little world tour. Got lots of things planned, of course. So, yeah, if you like what you saw here, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe. I got lots of ideas for things to build in the future. And if you have ideas for things that you think I should do, by all means, suggest them. I'm always looking for good ideas of things to build. And that's all I have, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you next week.